Okay. So this is the second session of this AWS batch 259. Let's have a quick recap what we have discussed in the last session. In the last session, we have discussed about the introduction about me, about AWS course, about yourself. And in today's session, we are going to learn about how we can create our AWS account. But before starting off this particular topic, anyone have any question? Please raise your hand. If anyone have any question. Okay, look like no one is having question. Okay, before starting of the today's topic, I just want to share one information. On last week on Friday, I have cleared my AWS Architect Professional certification. I was before that I was able to clear my associate certification. Now I am able to clear my professional certification last week. Okay, so look like no one is having any question. So we'll learn about how we can create our AWS account. To create your AWS account, you can use any of your personal email ID, Gmail, Yahoo, Outlook, any personal email ID, whichever you want to use, you can use here. Make sure you are not going to use your official email IDs. Just use your personal email ID. To create your AWS account, here I've given that particular link. You can go to this particular link, or even just you can type aws.amazon.com. So once you type just aws.amazon.com, here we have a sign in option. Click on sign in. Once you click on sign in, here I'm getting an option to create a new AWS account. So you can, here's that particular link also you're getting, and even the same link I have mentioned here also, you can go there to create your AWS account. And the first thing what you need to do is you need to enter your any of your personal email address you need to enter here. Once you enter your email address, it will ask for AWS account name. And AWS account name always needs to be unique globally. Let's take example, I already have a one AWS account with the name Ankit Narula. I'm trying to create a one more account with the same name. Can I create that? No. I can't create one more account with the same name. Account name always needs to be unique globally. So make sure whatever the name you are giving here, the name is unique. And once you enter the name, click on verify email address. Once you are able to click on verify email address, you will get an OTP. That particular OTP you need to enter here to verify your email address. So with the help of this one, you are able to verify your email address. So you make sure you're not going to enter any incorrect email address. If you're entering, definitely you will not get OTP. So click on verify, and then you need to enter the password. Once you enter the password, with this you are able to complete the first step. Because to create your AWS account, there are total 5 steps we need to follow. With this, you are going to complete the first step. And to enter the password, do we have any rules and regulations? Yes, we have some rules and regulations to give your password. Here are those. So the password must be at least 8 character long minimum. Maximum is 128 characters long. And out of these four, three of the following things is mandatory to use. It means one uppercase, one lowercase, one number, or one alphanumeric character is mandatory to use. Out of these four, three of the following things needs to be used in your password. It can be any. It's not mandatory that you can only use mandatory. It's mandatory use supercase. No. So out of these four, any of the three you can use to create your AWS account. So once you enter the password, you need to click on continue. Once you click on continue, you will move to this page. And in this page on left hand side, you are able to see free tier offers. This is what we have discussed in the last session, that you have few services which are always free, few services which are only for 12 months free, few services are only for trial period. We have those details here also, same which we have seen. Now, here it is asking which plan you want to select. You want to select a business plan or personal plan. Always select a personal plan, because in personal plan you will get a free tier quota. In business plan, they have some plans that is minimum bill you will receive in business plans. You don't need a minimum bill. So always select a personal one and select your details here. Your full name, your phone number, your country, your address, your city, your state, postal code. Postal code means PIN code. So once you enter these details, you can check this checkbox, or if you want to read AWS customer agreement, it's completely up to you. You can click on that link and read the agreement and then click on continue. Once you click on continue, you need to enter your card details. If you are from India, make sure you are going to use Visa or MasterCard, because in India, few people have RuPay card also, and AWS does not support RuPay card. So make sure you have Visa or MasterCard. You can use credit card also, or you can use debit card also. It's not mandatory to use credit card. You can use a debit card also. But it can be Visa or MasterCard. If you are from other country, then you have American Express also, Discover also, Visa or Master also you have. So you need to enter your card number, expiry date, cardholder name, CVV. And once you give your card details, they are going to deduct 2 rupees from your account, right? There's a screenshot which you are able to see in my screen. This is an old screenshot. As per the old screenshot, they are mentioning that they are going to deduct 2 rupees. But as per the latest update, in that one, they are saying that they are going to deduct $1. But if you are from India, don't worry about, guys. They are not going to deduct $1 from your account. They are going to deduct only 2 rupees. So they deduct only 2 rupees, and those 2 rupees also you will get a refund in 3 to 5 days. So once you enter the card details, you need to click on verify and continue. And if you are from India, definitely it will ask for an OTP. You need to enter that OTP and click on submit. So they deduct 2 rupees, and those 2 rupees also you will get a refund in 3 to 5 days. So once you enter your card details, you need to verify your mobile number. So whatever the mobile number you're entering, there select country code, mobile number, enter security check. There are two options to verify your mobile number. You can verify your mobile number by using SMS or by call. So just click on, if you want SMS, click on send SMS or call. So you will get a OTP. Again, OTP you will get to validate your mobile number. So then enter your OTP and click on continue. Once you click on continue, you will move to this step where you need to give the confirmation for which purpose you are creating an account. So in the first option, you need to select per primary purpose, and in ownership type, you need to select as individual. And then click on continue, complete sign up, and in complete sign up, you need to select basic support free plan. Here in this also you'll get two plans, $29 per month or $100 per month. It means this much of minimum bill you will receive if you are going to select developer or business support plan. You always need to select free plan. Then click on complete sign up, go to AWS Management Console, and once you log into your account, this is how your AWS account looks like. So this is how you can create your AWS account. Within hardly 10 to 15 minutes it will take to create your account, and on the spot it is going to activate. 99.99% your account is going to activate on the spot. Very rarely nowadays it happens. They need some more details from your side. So when you're trying to log in, on the top you will get a pop-up. They need some more verification, and in that one they will give a email ID also. I don't remember the email ID. Some verifications email ID is given, verification at the rate. Some of their email ID they have given. If they need some verification from your registered email ID, you need to email them whatever the details they need from your side. And this time it's very rarely nowadays happen. Earlier it's happened a long earlier happened lot of time, but now it's really happened. So you can create your account very easily. So this is how you can create your AWS account. Now, any question anyone have regarding the account creation, you can please quickly raise your hand. Anyone have any question? Okay. Look like no one is any question regarding the account creation. No issues. So let's move forward. And we are going to discuss about our first AWS service called EC2. Now, what is EC2? EC2 stands for Amazon Elastic Compute Cloud. In our daily language, we call it as virtual machine. But in AWS, it is called as EC2. Now, what is virtual machine or EC2? It's a virtual server which we are going to create on Amazon infrastructure. Like I have this particular laptop. With the same configuration, I want to create one computer, one server in Amazon server, in Amazon infrastructure. So the server which I'm going to build on Amazon infrastructure, that particular server is called as EC2. That the service is called as EC2. And which operating system support by the AWS? Here I have given the list of operating system. With the help of this operating system, we can create a new computer in AWS. Amazon Linux, they have their own Linux operating system. Ubuntu, Windows, Red Hat, Oracle, Mac, FreeBSD, CentOS, Debian. So they have a lot of operating system support in Amazon cloud. So with the help of this, they can give us more options. We can choose as per our own requirement. Let me log into my AWS account first of all. Here I'm able to log into my AWS account. Now, when I log into my AWS account, the first thing what we need to do is we need to select a region. Region means in which data center we want to create our EC2 service. By default, in my AWS account, it is selecting North Virginia region. So in whichever the region you want to create, you can select that particular region. I am having Mumbai region, so I can select the Mumbai one. I want to select Singapore, Sydney, Tokyo, Canada, Europe ones. So whichever as per my requirement, as per the near one or as per our client requirement, we need to select that specific region, in which region we want to create that particular virtual machine, the particular EC2 machine. So I'm selecting Mumbai. Done. I'm able to select the Mumbai region. Now you can see here, I'm able to see the Mumbai. Now select EC2 service. If you see in my AWS account, it is showing recently used. Even it is showing here also. But in your account, it is not showing anywhere. So what you need to do is you need to search. Search it, EC2. So you can see I've searched EC2. And what is the tagline? Virtual servers in the cloud. So I'm able to select that particular service. Here I can see whatever the instances are running it, what are the things we have right now. Count, we can see like keep here I have 7. What is keep here? We will discuss. I have 9 security groups. Other things we have 0. Now click on instance. By default, I don't have any EC2 machine from their side. Click on launch instance. So whenever we want to create a new machine, we need to click on launch instance. So click on launch instance. Enter the name. Name can be any name to this machine. It can be your name also. So name is not mandatory. It's not mandatory to be unique. No, it can be any name you can give. Right now, I'm going to create a Windows machine. This is a Windows machine I'm going to create. So I'm giving the name as Windows-259. So name can be any name. It is not mandatory to give a unique name. We need to follow. The first step is we need to give the name. We have given the name. Second step is we need to select AMI. AMI stands for Amazon Machine Image. In our daily language, we call it as operating system, like I'm using Windows operating system. So this is Windows operating system. In AWS, it is called as AMI, Amazon Machine Image. I know that you guys can't remember these terminologies in one single day. No one can remember. Even when I was a student, I can't remember those terminologies in one single day. I know that. But make sure when you're doing practice, you need to pronounce these things with the terminologies. So it will be easy for you to remember these terminologies. Because slowly in our upcoming session, I'm not going to use the daily words which we are using like operating system. I'm going to use these terminologies. So it will be easy for you to remember. Because when you are going for an interview, you need to use these terminologies. You can't use operating system. You need to use a word AMI. You can't use virtual machine. You need to use EC2 there. So by default, which AMI they are selecting? Amazon Linux. But we are not going to use Amazon Linux. Which one we are going to select? We are going to select Windows. So here I'm click on Windows. Now here I'm getting the list of Windows operating system. I select Windows. I'm getting the list of Windows operating system which we are getting it. So whichever the AMI we need to select as per our client requirement, we need to select. But make sure for your practice purpose, you are going to select the AMI where it is mentioned as free tier eligible. So here it is mentioned. If you are going to select other than free tier eligible, you will get a bill for that, and that you need to pay. That bill is not, there is no option to reverse that bill. If you are selecting other option, you need to pay a bill. But make sure you are going to select free tier eligible, then there is no charges. So the default one I am getting is Microsoft Windows Server 2022 base. I'm going with the same. So this one is coming under our free tier eligible. I have a question for you here. Whenever a person is buying any computer or a laptop, what are the basic thing any person is going to check whenever he or she is going to buy a laptop or a computer, desktop? Can you please confirm in the chat box what are the basic thing a person is going to check? Correct. Operating system. Correct. Hard disk storage. That is also correct. Correct. RAM. Any other thing? Okay. Okay. One thing is CPU. These are the four things a person needs to check. And even whenever we want to create our EC2 machine, these are the four things is mandatory to be selected. Operating system, we have already selected the Windows one. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select CPU and RAM. Whenever we want to select CPU and RAM, it's a combination of both the things AWS has given us. Based on that combination, we always need to select CPU and let's say example, my requirement is one CPU and 1 GB of the RAM. I know that 1 GB of RAM is very low as compared to our machines, but these are EC2 machines. Just for practice purpose, this much is sufficient because we are not going to install anything in this. We just need to create right now. And even in our upcoming session, we need to install something. We are not going to install so much big software, so we will face some issues. So just for practice purpose, this much is sufficient. Scroll down. Here I'm getting instance type. With the help of instance type, we are going to select CPU and RAM. And by default, which instance type I'm getting, the name of the instance type is T2.micro. This is the name of the instance type. And how much CPU I'm getting? 1. How much RAM I'm getting? 1 GB. And this one is coming under our free tier eligible. If you remember in previous session, in the last session, I have given one link also to you guys where I'm getting all the free tier detail that this under this particular service, how much free quota we are getting it. We have seen those details. Let me open that link again for you guys. So here I'm opening that link. See here, the first service which I'm getting here is Amazon EC2, 750 hours per month. And they have mentioned it, the instance type T2.micro or T3.micro. I'm using a Mumbai region. As per Mumbai region, the instance type I can use it is T2.micro. There are few regions which are newly launched. In that one, there is no T2.micro. In that one, they have added T3.micro. So in Mumbai region, we have T2.micro and it is clearly mentioned this one is coming under free tier eligible. But yes, if you need more CPU and more RAM, even while practice also, it's completely up to you. If you want more, you can select that. Like you need 2 CPU, 8 GB of RAM, you need 4 CB, 16 GB of RAM or more. You want to go for that 16 CPU, 30 GB, 32 GB of RAM, you can go for that. But yes, other than T2.micro, if you are going to select in Mumbai region, you need to pay for that. So make sure if you don't want any extra bill from their side, select instance type as T2.micro. So with that, you will get a 1 CPU and 1 GB of the RAM you will get. But yes, like let's example in our organization, we are starting with minimum. In future, I want to increase CPU and RAM. Definitely, whenever in organization, we always go with the minimum one. Slowly, whenever our needs, as per our requirement, whenever we have need, we can increase. So how to increase all those things we will learn in our upcoming session. These are very important things, and it's a regular activity of AWS person. How to increase CPU, RAM, or hard disk. It's a regular activity in every single organization. So here we are able to select instance type as T2.micro. So we have done 3 steps. We have given the name. We have select our operating system and we are able to select instance type. Now, moving forward, what we are going to do here is we are going to select key pair. We are going to select key pair. Now, what is key pair? Key pair is a combination of public and private key. Key pair is a combination of public and private key. Public key is getting stored in our AWS cloud and private key is going to download in our local machine. Public key is going to store in our cloud and private key is going to store in our local machine. And there is only one chance to download this private key. You can't download the private key again and again. Just only one chance. Now, I have some existing key. Can I select those one? Yes, if I want, I can select these existing keys also. But I'm not going to use the existing one. I'm going to create a new key pair. So click on create key pair and give the name of the key pair. It can be any name, but make sure you can use only, if you want to give the name, you can only use name and hyphens. Other than hyphen, there is no special character work here. Other than hyphen, no special character is going to work. Okay. So what I can give the name is here is, let me give the name hyphen Windows hyphen 259 hyphen key. Type needs to be RSA and here we need to select PEM. Here we have one more option called PPK. What is this PPK? We will discuss in our next session. Click on create key pair. When I click on create key pair, here system is downloading that particular key and I'm going to store this particular key. This particular key is very important. Without this key, you can't connect to your machine. So here I'm able to download that key. And there is no option you can download this key again and again. Just a one time you can download this particular key. There is just only one time you can download this particular key. Now, scroll down. Here I'm getting VPC, here I'm getting subnet, auto sign, public IP. Don't worry about these options, guys. Whatever the options here I'm getting, we will discuss in our upcoming session. And here I'm getting security. Group is set of firewall rules that control the traffic for your instance. So if you want to control your traffic, which particular traffic will come to your machine, which traffic you want to block it, with the help of security group, we can do that. How to do that, we will discuss in our upcoming session in more details. But right now, to connect our Windows machine, it is mandatory to allow RDP traffic. It is mandatory. And even if you see here, AWS is very good. They have by default enabled that particular traffic. And what is that source? Anywhere. Anywhere means we can connect to this particular machine from any part of the world. Anyone knows the RDP port number? The port number for RDP? Please confirm in the chat box. Okay, look like no one is aware of that. The port number is 3389. So if you want to connect your Windows machine, because just creating a machine, our work is not going to complete. What we need to do after creation of this machine, we need to connect to this machine. Once we connect to this machine, then we are able to work on this machine. Without connect, we can't work on this machine. So by default, RDP port number is enabled and the port number is 3389. And storage by default I am getting here is 30 GB. So we have discussed what are the things we need. Operating system, hard disk, RAM, CPU. RAM and CPU we are getting it. Operating system also we have selected. Hard disk also we are getting as 30 GB. So here we are getting all the things. And the security group which system is creating, and it's a default name from their side. And what is it name? Launch Wizard 1. Can we give our own name to this security group so we can use in our upcoming session? Yes, we can give that. So how we can give our own name? Under network settings, here we have a edit option. I can give my own name. Let me give a name here. Name can be any names. Here name is not mandatory. Wherever name is mandatory, I'm going to inform you guys. And you can see here, the port number is 3389 for RDP. So here we are able to do that. 30 GB, I'm getting it. So let's just a quick recap what we have done here. We have discussed it to create our EC2 machine, the steps we need to follow. First step is we need to give the name. Second step is we need to select our EMI. We have selected as Windows EMI and Windows Server 2022 base free tier eligible. Next step, we have select our instance type where we are getting the type as T2.micro, and we have discussed in previous session and today's session also, T2.micro is coming under our free tier. So we have 750 hours per month free. And We have key pair also. We have created a new key pair, and key pair is a combination of two keys, public and private key. Public key is getting stored in cloud platform. Private key is going to download in our local machine. And to connect to this particular machine, we need to give the combination of both the keys. Once we give the combination of both the keys, then we are able to connect to our machine. So after that, we didn't do anything in VPC, subnet, auto sign public IP. These details I'm leaving as it is default. In our upcoming session, we will come to a topic called VPC. At that time, we will learn in much more depth for this particular topic. Then we have created a security group. With the help of security group, we are able to enable RDP port number, and with the help of RDP port number, we are able to enable a port number 3389. And without enabling of this port number, you can't connect to the Windows machine. It is mandatory to enable this port number. Then scroll down. By default, they are giving us 30 GB of the storage. I'm going with 30 GB because 30 GB is coming under our free tier. You can see here 30 GB of EBS storage, free tier. And how many machines I'm going to create? Only one. If you need more, you can give count also. Like you want to create 5 machines with the same configuration, with same name, you can give 5 here. I don't need 5, I just need only one right now. Which EMI? Windows. Instance type, T2.micro. Security group, we are creating a new security group. That is why here it is mentioned as new security group. Storage, one volume with 30 GB. And then launch instance. Done. We are able to create our machine. Now, is just creating a machine our work is completed? No. Now, what we need to do, we need to connect to this machine also. But before that, anyone have any question, you can please quickly raise your hand. If anyone have any question. Yes, Sujata.
I have a question with the key pair. That if we create a key pair and somehow that is not working fine, and after creating the EC2 machine, can we later associate another key pair with that machine?
No, not possible.
There's
That's
no way
what
we can.
no, there is no way you can link a new key pair with that machine. There are some other solutions we have it. We need to follow those one, and we will discuss in our upcoming session practically. Right now,
Okay.
if I'm discussing it, you are not able to understand those things. So I don't want to
Okay.
discuss those things right now. But yes,
Okay.
the question you're asking is a really good question because we need to be very careful, first of all, with our keys. What we are doing in real time, we are saving our key at multiple places. But still, let's example,
Okay.
we lost the key from all the places. But
Yeah.
what other solution we have, that's what we are going to discuss it. But there is no
Okay.
option we can link a new key pair. We cannot
Okay.
generate this key pair again. That's not possible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I can see a way to create a new key pair, but I don't see a way to associate with it with the EC2 machine.
No, it's already automatically. When I'm creating a key pair, it automatically going to associate.
No, no, later.
Later, we don't have any option. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. There
that's
is no
I'm saying.
option.
Yeah, exactly. So that's I'm saying that we have a way to create a new key pair.
No, you
Uh,
can use existing key pair. Like when you are creating a machine, if you want to use existing key
yeah,
pair, you can use
yes,
it.
yes,
But after creation of this machine, if you want to generate a new key pair and that new one you want to link, there is no option for that. In AWS, we
yes.
don't have.
Yes. Okay. Okay. So later you will describe that. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, Muni, Krishna, you can unmute.
Yeah, okay. So my question is, is this the first step that we are in AWS that before doing any operation in AWS, so first we need to create a EC2, I mean the virtual machine?
No, I didn't understand your question, what you're trying to say. Can you please repeat your question?
No, so is this the first step that in AWS that we need to create a EC2? I mean, it's a virtual machine that we need to create. Is this the first step to do any operations in AWS? Is this the first step?
No, this is not the first step. If you might be noticed right now, when I'm creating EC2 machine, I'm using a default VPC.
Okay.
Right now I'm using a default VPC. But actually, for the first thing, we are creating our own VPC. But right now I'm using a default one, the default which we are getting from AWS side. Okay. So I'm not jumping to VPC. First, we'll discuss about EC2. So you are able to understand EC2. Then we'll come to VPC service. And in our upcoming session, when we'll come to VPC service, then we'll create EC2 machines in our own VPC also.
Okay.
Okay. The first step is always not a EC2. The first step is always VPC creation. But right now, it's not possible to go to a very big topic because VPC is a very big topic and a very important topic. So we can't start with the important topics. We just start with the basics.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Because if I start with the important topic, I'm 100% sure no one is able to understand it. Only those people are experienced, they can understand. But in this training, the people are freshers also, the person who is fresh, experienced person also. Okay. So that's why we are always going in that way. So everyone is at same level.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, Ravi, you can unmute.
Yeah, but actually on Friday we had one first session, and today I just joined 5 minutes before, and I think you have started this session. And
actually, today what happened is by mistake, I got confused with time because I'm not in India. I'm in USA, and I hope I have informed in the last session that few months before I came to US, so I got confused with time zone today. So it needs to start at 8 p.m. IST. So it means as per US timing, it needs to start at 8:30 p.m. CST. But by mistake, I got confused with time zone, so I'd start at 8 p.m. CST. Yeah, I know that I started half an hour early today. I got confused with the time zone today. So I'm really sorry for that.
Okay, no issues. Yeah, sure.
Okay, so definitely we'll share the recording of the today's session as soon as possible. So you can what you have missed in the first half an hour session, you can watch the video and you can practice with that. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in the tomorrow session.
Sure. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank
you. Yes, Sunny, you can unmute.
Morning, Ankit. Yeah,
morning.
You have answered the question that I have missed the session as well for 30 minutes. So
yeah, that's my mistake. I got confused actually today with the time zone. So
yeah, as you have explained that we will having a recording. That's fine, no problem.
Yeah, you will get a recording and we'll share the recording in our WhatsApp group so you can check that. And it's just in the first 30 minutes, not 30 minutes, in first 15-20 minutes, we have discussed how to create AWS account. That's what we discussed. How to create AWS account. And then we have started our service call EC2.
Yeah. I think I watched this video on YouTube before as well, before this session. So yeah, everything is fine. Yeah.
Yeah. And account creation is not that difficult, just very simple. Even if you just open that website creation, if you follow the steps, automatically you can do that also.
Yeah, it's straightforward. It's not
straightforward steps. It's not difficult.
Yeah.
Anyone can create easily account. The AWS one is so simple.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you.
Okay. If you stuck with any of the issue, you can email me. I have already shared my email ID to you guys.
No problem. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, yeah, you can unmute.
Hi. I guess you have answered the question I had. Yeah, I was about to, because I came in later. I came in at the normal time, but I was late by what you explained. But I wanted to ask about I think you've already answered it anyway, about creating an AWS account. and all those, initial stages. But since you said you've done it, maybe I'll just wait for the video and then
We
go
will
through
share
it.
as soon as possible. When we end the session, I'll inform my team. They'll upload the recording as soon as possible. So before tomorrow's session, you can create your account. And even if you just stay for 1 or 2 days more to create your AWS account, even that is also sufficient. That's not that on the spot you need to create your account. You guys can wait for 1 or 2 days also to create your account. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, Ramadevi.
Hi Ankit.
Hi.
Actually, I have created a AWS account a couple of months back. I didn't opt anything. I just created an instance and closed it, but my account got charged. I mean, up to 72 rupees, something like that. So why is it? I don't know how to stop this billing.
You need to check it for which thing you are getting a bill, first of all. You need to check
Okay.
you go to the billing section, under billing, you will get the information for which thing you are getting, and that stop it.
It is not that clear.
Delete that particular service. No, without seeing, even I can't inform you, bro, because I'm not seeing anything right now. So without seeing, how can I say you for which thing you are getting a bill, for which thing you're not
Can I
getting a bill?
share my account details? I mean, my user ID and password to you. Can you check for me?
Uh, you are from this batch, or you are from any of the previous batch?
Actually, I have attended few sessions from the previous batch, but I was unable to continue all the sessions, so I joined now. Mm.
Email me, I'll check the details, then I'll reply. I can help on this thing on not. Because it's not possible for me to connect to your AWS account. I am busy in my work also. I need to
Oh
take my
yeah.
sessions. I need to do my office work also. And even I
Mm.
got confused. I start session early also. So I'm busy inside. So you need to check, go to the billing one. It's very simple. Just search billing. Under billing, go to that, or not here. Go billing and cost management. Check the bill, even the bill you have received on your email also. You check in that one. AWS bill is so simple. They have clearly mentioned for which service they are going to charge you. You can do one
They
thing. If you are not
didn't
able to
mention
do it,
any service there.
email me on the weekend. Okay?
Yeah.
Email
Yeah.
me on the weekend, because on weekdays it's not possible for me to log into your account. Okay? So
Okay.
email me
Yeah.
on the weekend. I will check your account on the weekend. Then I can
Okay.
do that. But in weekdays it's not possible for me to check your account. Okay? You can email me
Sure.
right
Sure.
now. If you want, you can email me right now also. But I don't think so you will get a reply for that before weekend.
No problem. Yeah. Please
Okay?
check it on your weekend. Yeah. Can you please share the email ID of yours?
Where is it? And make sure whenever going to email me, just mention your batch number, for which batch number you have paid.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay? Because
Yeah.
with that, I get information. Okay?
Yeah.
Email me. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, Vadnyal, you can unmute.
Hi Ankit, good evening. Could
Good
you please
evening.
share the WhatsApp group link ID? I
Just a
want to join
minute.
that.
I'm just sharing in the chat box. Shared. You can please join by using that link. It's a community link, not a group link. It's I mentioned as group, but it's actually a community link, but sub community.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Yes, Sujata.
Hi, Ankit. I have one more question. Like, suppose I have a root user account. Under the root user, I have an account. And if the 750 hours get completed by trying, by all the practice, so can I create another root account, or I have to
Yes,
do
you can
another
create
root
another
account
root account also. And okay,
with
I'll do
different email ID, right? Of course.
definitely yes. But before that, go to other account. I'll show you calculation. In one single day, we have 24 hours. Am I right?
Yeah.
In 1 month, we have 30 days on an average.
Yeah.
So how many hours it is? 24 by multiply by 30. 720 hours. And how
Okay.
much they are giving to us? 750 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you create one machine and you stop, means running, that machine is running for a whole month. Still your hours are 720 hours. And even if I talk about, let's example, 24 multiplied by 31 days of month, still 744 hours.
Yeah.
You don't need other account also for that. Yeah, but if you're creating 5-6 machines and your 5-6 machines are running it, then your 750 hours definitely is going to be complete before a month. And if you're just practicing it, then I don't think so you need any other AWS account.
Okay, and one more thing. For my practice, can I create a machine and I don't use it, like I study, I practice it, and then don't use it for the whole night, right? Next. So
There's
I
an
should
option.
stop.
There's an option called stop. You can stop that machine. If you stop that machine, they're not counting those 750 hours. Only for
Okay,
running machine, they're counting 750, not for stopped machines.
But even though my machine is there, but no one is using it.
So if it's running it or stopped?
It's running, but no one is using.
So still it is, they're counting 750 hours because machine is running. It means you are using their servers right now.
Okay. Okay.
Machine is running. So if it's no one is using, but machine is still running, they'll count your 750 hours.
So I have to stop the machine, and then next day again, when
the
I'm
best practice is delete that machine, because with that what happens, Sujata, you will, if you create your machine 10 times, then you can easily remember those steps. Might be in the interview they can ask you what are the steps you need to follow to create your machine. And if you don't know the steps, how you can clear the interview? So the best practice is, if you are new, I'm always suggesting if you are new, always delete the machine after a practice. So next day when you're doing practice, you create again a machine. So it will be easy for you to remember those steps.
Okay.
That's my suggestion. Otherwise, it's completely up to you.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, so we are able to create our Windows EC2 machine. Now, what we need to do is we need to connect to this particular machine. To connect to this particular machine, what I need to do is I need to select that machine and click on connect. Click on connect. Once I click on connect, go to RDP client. Here we have a tab called RDP client tab. Scroll down. Note down this public DNS. I'm noting down public DNS. Let me open the notepad file. Here I'm getting the notepad file. Sorry, that public DNS. And here is our default username called administrator. So if you're creating a Windows machine, for Windows machine, always your default username is administrator. And here we have a password option. It is asking me to upload the private key. Which key? This key. So upload desktop 259. Here is my PEM file. Decrypt password. Here I'm getting a password. I'm getting the password. Now, the next step, what you can do it is, you need to open remote desktop connection. If you are using Windows machine, then just search RE. Here I'm getting remote desktop connection. If you are using Linux machine or Mac operating system, then here we have an option of download remote desktop file. You can click on that. They are going to download that remote desktop file. You can open this file, means double click on it. Click on connect. It will directly ask for your password. If you are using other than Windows, and even in Windows also you can follow these steps. But if you are using Windows, you have remote desktop connection. Open this one. You can manually enter that public DNS. Click on show options, enter your username. Click on connect. Click on connect. paste the password. Okay. Click on connect. We are able to connect to machine, but we all know that Windows machine will take some time to load. So here it is taking some time to load the machine. Till the time it is loading, we will discuss some more thing. Right now, this is my password to connect to my machine. Is it possible to remember this password? Impossible to remember this password. Now, what I need, let's take example. My requirement is I need a password like this type of password I need. Is it possible? Can I set this type of password to my Windows EC2 machine? Yes, it is possible, but it is not possible we can set by using our AWS console. So how we can set this type of password? That particular details you will get here in this particular PDF. So I'm going to upload this PDF once the when the session get completed. I'll upload this PDF. This link is for your self-learning. With the help of this particular link, you can learn how you can set your password for your Windows EC2 machine. This is one link. Other link here I have given is how to enable the region. How to enable the region means we are able to see these regions. But on last session, I have told you there's a region called Hyderabad also we have. But are we able to see that Hyderabad region here? No. Why? Because those are newly developed regions. So those are newly developed region. By default, we can't see here. If I scroll down, these are the 12 new regions they have recently launched. These are not by default region, they can enable it. And one of the Hyderabad, Hong Kong, Cape Town, and others we have here. The recently one is the Israel one. This is the recently one region we have in AWS. So these are, we are not able to see here. How to enable this region, that particular details also I have given here. So you need to know these things also, how you can enable the region. Might be right now any of your client is using any of the enabled region, but in future, if they want to go to any other region, then you need to know how to enable that region also. So that particular link also I've given here. With the help of this, you can practice it to enable any of the region. And you can see here, I'm able to connect to my Windows EC2 machine. Now, anyone have any question regarding this? Please let me know. We can see the space also. Right click, properties. Yes, Ravi.
Yeah, assume that we are not able to do an RDP to this server for some reason, or the RDP is down, or somebody accidentally changed the IP, or some reason we are not able to RDP, then how do we troubleshoot this?
Who is going to first of all change the IP address? If the person has the rights?
No, in the companies there'll be multiple administrators. There's accidentally they may change or disable, or RDP doesn't work for some reason.
No, so you need to check your AWS account based on which reason you're not able to connect. Might be they've changed the password, or you can reset the password by giving the PEM file. If you're able to change the IP address, you can see the IP address here.
No, assume that the RDP itself is failed. RDP is a service or something is being failed, or server went down for some reason.
So it means it's showing you a stopped here. if it's down?
No, it will be running.
So it means the
That
status
you're
check
not
will be
able to
changed.
RDP.
No,
You have
if
to
you're not
install some
able to, if
application.
RDP is down, the status check will change. Here you will get a different status check.
But how do you troubleshoot those things?
That's what we are going to learn in upcoming session. How to check this 2x2 means it is properly working fine. If RDP is down from AWS side, it is down, then here you will get a status as 1/2. How to resolve that, we will learn in upcoming session. Okay.
Yeah.
If your IP address gets changed, you can get IP address from here. If password is getting changed, you can reset the password. Okay. If the problem is from AWS side or from your side, we will get a status check as 1/2 check pass or 2/02 check pass. That's we will discuss in upcoming session how to resolve that issue.
Okay.
Yes, Pratham.
Hi, Ankit.
Hi.
So I joined little late. So you were talking about we can create like more than one virtual machine also, right? More than one instance. So if we give like more than one, will it give I mean the different instance name?
No. If you are creating it while launching the instance, if you are giving the numbers here, if you give it like 2 or 3, all the machine will get the same name.
Okay.
Whatever the name you are giving it, all machines will get the same name, same configuration. Definitely, all machines will get a different IP address. IP address will be different.
Okay.
Configuration will be the same because you are creating a machine in one single go.
Okay. Thank you.
So you can see here we are able to connect how much RAM we have. 1 GB of the RAM we have, and we can go to our system also. This PC. So here you can see 29.9 GB I am getting. Now, let's example, we are able to create a machine, we are able to do our work. Now, I don't need this machine anymore. So, if I don't require this machine anymore, what we can do is, we can terminate this machine. Terminate means I'm deleting this machine completely. Stop means shut down. So we have an option, we can terminate our machine also, or we can stop our machine. Stop, we are only doing it whenever we need this machine in our upcoming sessions. But I don't need this machine in my upcoming sessions. Whenever I need, I will create the same machine again on the spot. So what I can do it is I can terminate this machine, means delete. So how we can delete? Select that machine, click on instance state, and terminate instance. We are getting 3 options: stop, reboot, terminate. Reboot means like a restart. I don't want to reboot, I just want to terminate. So once I click on terminate, again it is asking us to click on terminate. And once we click on terminate, whatever the data you have stored in this machine, that particular data will lost. It's not possible to recover that data if you don't have a backup. So how to take backup, how we have an option even in AWS, we can restrict our users so no one can delete this machine also. So how we can restrict also, we will discuss in our upcoming session. You can see here, disable protection, disabled. So if we can enable that option also, so no one can terminate our machine by mistake. But right now I want to terminate this machine. Now I don't need this machine anymore. If I don't know this, I don't require this machine anymore, I can click on terminate. So what happened right now? First, this machine is going to start shutting down, and then after that, you will see terminate. And even after 30 minutes, if you come here again to your AWS account and refresh this page, you will see this particular machine is completely removed. For 30 minutes, you will see here machine with the state called terminate. But after 30 minutes, if you come here, you will see that particular machine is completely removed from your AWS. So after your practice, this is how you can terminate your machines. So in the today's session, what we have learned about how to create our AWS account and how we can create our EC2 machine and terminate our EC2 machine. In tomorrow's session, we are going to learn about how to create a Linux machine and how we are going to connect to our Linux machine. And I'll make sure, guys, tomorrow we'll start session on time at 8 a.m. IST, and as per CST time zone, it will be 8:30 p.m. So I have already put the alarm on my phone, so I will not do this mistake tomorrow. This first time happened with me because of the time zone get changed. So I'll make sure this thing not happen from tomorrow. But if you have any question, you can email me anytime. I have already shared my email ID. While practice, if you get stuck, you can email me. Anyone have any question now? You can please quickly raise your hand, or we can end the session here. Yes, here.
Yes. I am having a little bit of a problem with
Regarding?
the payment link. For some reason, it keeps telling me I get an error message, invalid email. I'm not sure what I'm doing
Invalid
wrong.
email?
Yes. When I input my email and everything, it tells me my
No,
email.
before making the payment, you need to log into our website, logiclabstech.com.
Oh, okay.
You need to log in it, and to log into logiclabstech.com, you need to create your account. So go to logiclabstech.com, click on login, and here you have option of sign up. You can directly log in by
But I
using
thought I
Gmail
could
also.
have done that with the link as well, because on the link, there's a place for sign up. Are you a new member?
Sign
Do you have
up,
an account?
name,
Yes.
email address, password. You can enter here.
I think that's what I already did.
So when you're entering an email ID, is getting an invalid email ID.
Yes, I put my name, my email, and the password. And then when I click on next, it asks for my phone number. And then I put my phone number to go to the next stage. It says invalid email.
So can you do one thing? Can you drop a screenshot to our support team? And make sure you're going to email from the same email ID from where you're getting an error message. Okay.
All right.
I have shared that email ID of our support team. You can email them. Okay. Or make sure when you're emailing, mention mobile number also, so they can contact you on your phone. WhatsApp number, make sure you're going to send them. Okay. So they will contact you.
All
if
right.
they need.
Okay. Thank you.
But make sure you are going to email from the same email ID for which you are getting error message.
Yeah, sure. I'll do that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Anyone have any more question? Okay, look like no one has any questions. So with this, we are going to end the session here. In tomorrow's session, we are going to learn about how to create a Linux EC2 machine. Thank you all. Thank you for joining today's session. See you tomorrow. Have a nice day. Thank you.